What about ordering a hamburger at the first McDonald's for 15 cents? Get ready to witness 30 mind-blowing, rare historical photos that will challenge your perception of the past. 1940. Abby Stockton at Muscle Beach. Abby Stockton lifts 135 pounds at Muscle Beach in the 1940s. She paved the way for women in strength sports. 1948. First McDonald's opens. Dick and Mac McDonald opened the first McDonald's in San Bernardino, setting the stage for the fast food revolution. 1910. Jack the Baboon, South Africa. Jack a Baboon worked on the South African railways, successfully assisting a disabled signalman for 9 years. 1958. Christmas in Marion, Indiana. Christmas in Marion, Indiana, 1958. A community comes together amidst a cold winter, symbolizing unity after racial tension. 1960s. Majesty King Mahendra and Queen Ratna of Nepal. Majesty King Mahendra and Queen Ratna sit adorned in the traditional royal regalia of Nepal. Their reign marked a period of modernization and political change in the country, bridging tradition with the future. 1970. Osama bin Laden in Sweden. Osama bin Laden stands with his family during a visit to Sweden in 1970, long before his infamy as a terrorist leader. 1920. Lesbian couple in Hungary. A lesbian couple in Budapest, 1920, defies social norms by posing in semi-drag attire for their wedding photograph. 1985. Oaxaca woman. Noticing photographer, a young woman from Oaxaca, Mexico, notices the camera during a celebration in 1985, capturing a candid, timeless moment. 1910. Girls' high school basketball team. This 1910 photo shows one of the earliest girls' high school basketball teams, capturing the rise of women in sports. 1967. Siamese twins Margaret and Mary Gibb. Siamese twins Margaret and Mary Gibb refused separation, even after Margaret was diagnosed with cancer in 1966. 1991. Steve Jobs and Bill Gates chat. Steve Jobs and Bill Gates in 1991 discussing the future of computing. Their rivalry would shape the tech industry. 1912. Mexican federal soldier and woman. In 1912, a Mexican federal soldier rests as a woman lovingly grabs his rifle, symbolizing support during the Mexican Revolution. 1980. Len Bias versus Michael Jordan. In 1980, basketball legends Len Bias and Michael Jordan squared off at a camp, a glimpse of future NBA greatness in action. 1940. B-24, Liberator knows art. Knows art on B-24 Liberators during World War II became iconic, boosting morale by personalizing planes with bold, often humorous designs. 1952. Mayan women in Yucatan. Mayan women in the Yucatan Peninsula, 1952, wear traditional huipil dresses, a garment rich in cultural history and meaning. 1944. Jeep and machine gun in Pacific. A U.S. Jeep with a mounted Browning M 1919 machine gun captured in the Pacific Theater during World War II reflects wartime innovation. 1940. U.S. sailors at naval training. U.S. sailors await inspection at the Great Lakes Naval Training Station in 1940, standing behind sea bags for military preparation. 1978. Cornelia's fitness interview. Cornelia, interviewed in 1978, claimed she never lifted weights, attributing her fitness to swimming and biking, redefining health. 1933. 20-foot manta ray catch. A.L. Khan caught a 20-foot, 5,000-pound manta ray off New Jersey in 1933, taking hours and U.S. Coast Guard help to reel in. 1945. Irma Grisi at Auschwitz. Irma Grisi, a Nazi guard at Auschwitz, was infamous for her cruelty, earning her the notorious nickname Hyena of Auschwitz. 1946. Norma Jean's early modeling. Norma Jean, later known as Marilyn Monroe, poses in 1946 for one of her first modeling shoots, just before her rise to stardom. 1937. Young Elvis with his parents. A young Elvis Presley poses with his parents in 1937, years before his transformation into the king of rock and roll. 1920s versus 2020s. Arctic climate change. This comparison shows the dramatic retreat of Arctic glaciers over the last 100 years, as climate change accelerates, transforming once ice-filled waters into open seas. 1943. Dauntless bombers. Over USS Enterprise. Two SBD-5 Dauntless bombers fly over the USS Enterprise in 1943, symbolizing the aircraft's critical role in World War II. 1934. Ivy Russell training for championship. In 1934, British athlete Ivy Russell wrestles a man to prepare for her upcoming championship fight against Peggy Parnell. 1970. Michael Lotito and his unique diet. Michael Lotito, known as Mr. Eat-All, holds the record for the strangest diet, consuming metal, glass, and other inedible objects. 1962. John F. Kennedy selfie. John F. Kennedy takes a rare selfie in front of the White House in 1962, a personal snapshot of an iconic leader. 1940. Japanese anti-British propaganda. In the 1940s, Japanese anti-British propaganda aimed to incite opposition during World War II, showcasing the power of media in war. 1918. Statue of Liberty formation by soldiers. In 1918, 18,000 U.S. soldiers formed the shape of the Statue of Liberty at Camp Dodge, Iowa, in a stunning display of patriotism. 1887. Eiffel Tower under construction. A photo from 1887 captures the Eiffel Tower during its construction, a structure that would soon define the Paris skyline.